Okay, so we need to actually head to the harbor area, and I think it's off in this direction. We'll see what we can find. Here's something about wild pines, which is what some of these guys are wearing. The passed out dude inside. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter. That looks like a little bit of a disaster here. What else do we have? Magazine stand. Oh, this is the frite place from our bag that we're carrying. Maybe, hold on. Maybe a map. Jump Jams, popular music mag. Maybe not. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. The issue hosts a top 10 list. We need a map like bad, I think.
Welcome to Revachol.
A racist lorry driver, announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Oh, here we go.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
I'm staying out of this one.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
It's, how did we get to, like, I guess this, the way that he said that to him, yeah, had like racist undertones.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Wow, okay. Well, he is right, you know, you're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Is that right?
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Yeah, you tell him,
I would
Kim.
advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah, fucking A, Kim. I got your back, brother. Give Lieutenant a punch in the shoulder.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Okay. Lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Okay, now that that's settled, we do have a couple of questions here, Mr. Lorry Driver.
Whatever you say, officers.
Oh, he waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. That racist, or I guess racist mug that we found could be his. I found this mug in the trash. Is this yours? He stares at the yellow man mug, then suddenly explodes. Oh man, that's great. Look at this guy go. I haven't seen anything like funny in a while. Is it yours? God damn, he wipes the tears from his eyes. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Okay. Well, what was that argument all about? It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. He spits on the ground. Not the most popular topic nowadays with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. Jesus. You know, on second thought, I actually would like to talk about something else. Oh, suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you wish, he spits on the ground. And what are you hauling there exactly? Not too much anymore. I'm pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. How long has this been going on then? The strike? I guess he's southern now. The strike! They've been at it for a while, a month or 2 months maybe? He gestures towards the lorries, but this here is just the last week or so. And what kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds a bit like a cover story to me, I gotta be honest with you. Look, Ace Detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. He loses his patience for explaining it. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. They're just regular cocoa-picked apples.
Cocoa might be another derogative for for a person from Grad, you think?
All right, so they grow apples in Grad. Yeah, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down south via Kolkata, a beautiful place. They got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Kolkata has a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to zone of ecological catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yeah, you keep saying Cocos. What does that actually mean? He means the people living in Grad. Yeah, you know, the Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. Okay, so it's an ethnic slur, is what you're saying. Hey, if the name and the description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? So apples and rat from Grad, rat, sure. Apples. He puts out a cigarette and flicks the stub across the street. Hey, you said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen. Yeah, it's a big deal. My grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. And what's a carter? Well, someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines. And what's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. A very ancient, very prestigious. It's actually in Quebec, there was something very similar to this when Uber was coming around. And all the current like cab drivers were putting up big protests and stuff because they were like worked so hard to get these like cab driver coins. So I imagine it's a similar idea. So it's just kind of like a union. Hell no, it's a guild. The invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. I've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profits, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fucking right up the ass. Mark my words, generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. Alright, interesting. I think we're done for now. Thanks for nothing. Came all the way from Old Way to work here. Frite, spelling is correct. 3 T's, how idiomatic. So there's something going on down here, assuming this is the way to the docks. But if we go inside Frite, police work is tough, take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. Don't gotta tell me twice. I'm wondering if we can find that secret way back to that like secret door. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. Tar machine. The tar machine stands in the corner, says 1 bottle 10 cents. Oh, damn. Here we go. We are pretty rich now. Your bottle's clunking in the machine and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Okay, so this is where we do turn in the bottles. Nice. Knick-knack stand. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Frite sign located on the back. So we could buy a raincoat for 1 endurance. What's our... Endurance has come up a couple of times. I wonder if that would be worth it. We're a little bit off, but we could collect some bottles to get that. What is that thing in there? The clerk says, what is what? The girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to. It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. She taps on the glass counter. The raincoats patiently await purchase. Okay. It's a weird place to put raincoats. It looks like croissants. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but okay. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. St. Baptiste Pharmaceutics. A small cabinet in the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the St. Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosofed, Dramamine, magnesium, and hypnogamma. Wow, okay. Cost-wise, they're within our realm. 3 morale here for hypnogamma. 3 health for Dramamine. And health with Nosefed. Okay, so if we want to spend more, we save a little bit. You save like 20 cents because you could buy this 3 times. What do these products do exactly? I don't know. Let's see. A Nosefed is a nasal spray. A Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. And Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. Could you be like just a little more specific? She chews her bubblegum absentmindedly. No, sorry, I'm not like a doctor or anything. All right, well, it tells us. Cool. And who is Saint Baptiste? Saint Baptiste, you know, as she nods slowly at the company. The pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste? She points to the cabinet. That one there?
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city, itself so named. Because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history, as far as almost anyone knows, at least.
All right. So we know where we can buy some drugs. What do we have up here? Shimmering wall of vices. Colorful display of cigarettes, alcohol bottle lines the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Ooh, there in that dark green glass. A world of ruby, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, pure alcohol, love alcohol.
Wow. This is not a good place for a recovering addict, I'd say. Clerk looks at her wall of goods behind her. I guess not, no. She adjusts her hat. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. So we can buy... they have different effects, actually. That's cool. So Commodore Red, which we had in the room. Physique minus morale. Physique minus morale. Physique minus morale. And intellect minus health. So if we smoke, we can temporarily boost our intellect. Just like this whole category. Or if we drink, we can... temporarily boost our physique. That's kind of neat. Do you sell like any under-the-counter vices? No, she fixes her hair underneath her cap. Frite only sells illegal drugs, like the law says. Okay, cool.
Welcome to Frite. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Okay, so she's not super friendly.
What's the magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading there?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
It's got, like, famous people in it. Cool.
Looks like it also has something called Police Le Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Look, forget about all that. What's this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? Does he look like this? Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the situation.
No, I don't think so.
We are
Savage.
not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. Hey, what is this frit exactly?
I don't know. Frite?
What is frit? Like, why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
No, you're right.
Story goes that normal Frite with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Fort, was already taken. So when Frite Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had an extra letter to avoid trademark.
All right. I got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Well, first thing, does Fritz have a warehouse in the back of the Whirlin' and Rags? Warehouse? I don't know, maybe. I don't really care what Frit does. Come on, give me something to work with here. She looks up from under her brow. Fine, Frit doesn't have a warehouse, just a little back room here, okay? She turns to the magazine without waiting for you to respond. Okay. And can you tell me anything about the dead body in the tree back there? I don't know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Have you heard anything? Like, what do you think has happened? I don't know. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, you let us know, okay? Okay. So I doubt she's going to know this guy. And who cares how long it's been there from her perspective. Thanks for your help. Uh-huh. She brushes a strand of hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine. Hey, can you tell me anything about this reality that we're in? Reality? You mean like what reality? Economic reality or...
She's like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yeah, I mean, like, tell me about the economic reality. I don't know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Well, 15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality. Yeah, she looks at the clock on the wall. That's why I'm working my ass off in frite, so I guess that's, like, economic. What about, like, the physical reality, then? I don't know. What about it? We can ask these things to get further information, but we already know. What do we know about the coalition? What's that? Someone told me there is one. You mean like our government? Or do you mean like something else? Sorry, I need to finish this article. She taps the magazine on the counter. All right, I'm not going to bother you with this nonsense anymore. Cool. All right, so it doesn't look like I'm going to just be like wandering back here anytime soon. But we did learn that we can trade in the bottles. Pick doggo options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information. I think we've seen that one before. Hello. Jeez, that's like tons of money compared to what we have. What's going on here?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man his size. Hey, what's going on here exactly?
Pull up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you, his full head taller than everyone else here.
Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Well, no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Well, what kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary and feed their families.
Seems reasonable.
His manner of speaking is wooden. His tone of voice is bland and uninspired. Almost as if compiling replies from a settler into phrases.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I do got some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Maybe you should ask them the question. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Points his finger at the man sitting on the railing. Maybe that's the guy we want.
So do we, scab.
Call me Mañana, the loitering man hollers in return. Look, I want to get into the harbor too. How do I do that? Have fun, he snorts. Union shits are all on full strike. Don't think they're gonna let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? Well, I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there. I know nothing about murder. His reply is snappy and terse.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Oh, why are you so tense all of a sudden? What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Right to work. He shakes his fist and turns back to you. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. I don't know. This isn't really my area of expertise. We're not picking a side in this just yet, sir. A pity. He turns around and bellows at the gates. Let us work. Okay, well, who are all these strikebreakers? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't work, they ought to let in those who do want work. I have a question. The lieutenant looks him in the eye. Why do all these men follow your leadership? You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market. The rules of the economy, because they were, he starts bellowing, given a job to do.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with the guy. Ask him where he's from.
All right, man, I gotta ask, like, where exactly are you from? What's it to you? Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. It's just routine. It's part of the investigation. Am I a suspect? His eyes narrow. Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
All right, I got that. I'm just interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Come from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Jamrock, okay. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Yeah, that's sweet. I know Boz. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem so familiar. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Pretty okay as far as lives go.
Yeah, I don't know. Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well. It was a long time ago. The man is quickly losing interest in talking to you. So what exactly is your goal here? We were promised work, he points to the gates. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Main gate's locked, would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up at the stairs. Door's locked, the guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. He points to the dock worker idling in the staircase. So the mess guy, we have something about that. I mean head measurer, whatever he is. Wait, head measurer? A huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel's right behind him. How bad could one guy be? You seem capable. Bad. The man glares at you. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position, and he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. My men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you guys just, talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? The man rubs his chin. These native fucks don't understand civilized. It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get it anyway. No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk, leave the button unguarded, then we charge. The man rubs his jaw, perfectly lightly bearded square wedge. Alright. Okay, so this, I guess, is the blockade itself. This maybe opens. GRIH. It's pretty serious. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Okay. So this dude has to be our way in. Before we talk to him, what was it that we wanted to find out from him? Ask the harbor for Everett Clare's help. Access the harbor. Okay, so we have to access this to get to Everett Clare, I guess. This dude. Where's the rest of the armor? Go to the harbor gates. Ask the Jolly Mesk. That's what it was from.
Scab?
Ask the man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with flask he reaches for from time to time.
I think a scab is when people are striking and somebody continues to go to work. They're called a scab. Look, listen, I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Yeah, so it's obvious.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I guess we could ask about this straight up. Hey, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. He smiles. The little boy did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into the armor situation, official union probe, you know, track it down, see who took it. And did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces that freed the strike. Buy a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. The cop's in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there. And he still got me into trouble, he smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So what? Kuno used to what, like, scare you? It's a minor nuisance, it's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. The probe into the armor, what did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. And what else? Not much, technical stuff mostly, that was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library, he explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Hold up. 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, boots, gauntlets. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they did ever at all. Forget about them. I did. Well, I am pretty ambitious. If I'm lucky, I might be able to find all those pieces. Getting the hangman boots. All of it? The lieutenant raises his eyebrow. There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it.
It's implied he finds it unlikely he will succeed in this.
Thanks, Rhetoric. Thanks. A Miss Guess Epic then. All across Martinez, he glances south where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. Thanks for your cooperation, sir. No problem. He takes a swig from his flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Okay. We can ask him about the murder. I've come here to Martinez investigating a murder. A murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of work. You never see me investigating a murder. You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get this solved. Probably not, he nods. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor for an honest union man like me. I am looking for assistance. Maybe get the body down off the tree. Body's still hanging in the tree. He rubs his chin as if pondering his core beliefs. That's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance, he shrugs. Does this mean you could let me through the gate at least? No, I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor of passage. Takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did this cab leader warn you the guard's blocking the way?
Yeah, exactly. So it's that simple? I can just like walk in there? I walk past the measurehead and go in. And past measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Oh, awesome. He points to the bridge above the gates. Yeah, just to walk right past him. Right. And then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta! Gotcha. So basically it's pretty difficult. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure hit in a physical confrontation. Not us. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or he strokes his mustache. Maybe it actually is completely impossible. Alright, I got it. Another thing. Sure. I'm not gonna borrow money from him. I think we're good. Nice talk. We gotta get moving. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Let's take our chances here and see how badly this blows up in our face. Notice, in case of a strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Okay. Do we have access to this? Nope. Alright, let's try and talk our way through this, hopefully.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.